Girls Nipen NAM1 near BB1 and that's the part that actually intrigues my producer, quite frankly. Well, this is one of the acts to show for the heavy investment in the entertainment industry. Nanapia Mensah invested so much in the showbiz industry. I have with me here in the studio Prince Chega. Prince Chega is head of production at Hits FM. He's into the business, the show business. I'm talking about. Prince, you're welcome. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. Let's kick the ball rolling. Now, I'm just going to go through the list that I have here. And the list that I have here is from a public notice that was issued by Xylophone Media in March 2018, March last year. And they list the following names as the following names as those who are artists of Xylophone Media Company. Bibi Bright, Rebecca Akosia Champon with artistic name Becca. So Bibi Bright, Becca, James Gardner. I don't know who that is. Which
James Gardner is an actor. Okay. He used to work with Hits FM back in the day.
So James Gardner, Livingston Eche Satekla, that is Stoneboy, Charles Niama Mensah Shatawale, Lydia Zineo Zu, Benedicta Apia with artistic name Sima Brew, Benedicta Gaffa, Joyce Blessing, Nanaya Kumi, that's Kumi Guitar, Kweku Efumbuafo as Obibini, and Too Sweet Anan, artistic name Too Sweet. So they say that the Xylophone Media has sole right to the use of the artist name, the voice, the likeness, sound. It goes on and on and on. So those are the pictures of the people who were signees of the Xylophone Media. Prince.
Yes.
The conversation that we want to have is why? Why would somebody in this kind of business, if you like, have so much interest in the entertainment industry? Is there any special reason?
Yeah, generally, you know, if you want to catch the eye of the youth or the bulk of the populace, you need to touch on a nerve. And that nerve for Nanapia was the entertainment industry.
Okay.
You know, Shatawale has a great following, Stoneboy has a great following, and most of these names lined up there, except a few, had great followings, you know. And people believe that Menzgold existed way before Xylophone, but it wasn't getting the needed mileage as in terms of publicity.
Okay.
So this was a ploy by Nanapia Mensah to draw attention to himself.
Will you say a ploy or a strategy?
Well, it could be either of the two.
Either of the two?
Yes.
It could either be a ploy or a strategy. Okay.
Yeah, because if you look at it carefully, he wasn't banking on any return on investments. We were asking questions.
From the industry?
For the entertainment industry. So how is this man going to recoup his money? We were asking
but you
very
said that if you
questions.
look at somebody like, take Shatawale.
Yes.
Shatawale has, I mean, the Shatta movement going, BIM Nation movement going and all of that. Why would you say that you will not gain anything from there?
Lately, the system is such that apart from playing shows, you can't make money from music.
Okay, so you weren't expecting that he would make cash.
Yes,
money.
we were expecting that with that kind of investment in the industry, he needed to make some returns.
Okay.
But he said he wasn't interested, and that was very suspicious because the amount of money he was doling out to the signees and the cars he bought for people to drive was just, I mean, superfluous. And for some of us, we knew there was something not clear about this whole thing. But it has come to light. And I gather that, I don't know how far this is true, but information reaching me indicates that Stoneboy had wind of it. That's why Stoneboy wanted to leave the label back in the day.
I think the Stoneboy's issue had to do more with the friction between him and Shatawale.
Yes, but
being on the same
when
label.
you get into details, you get to know that that is why Stoneboy didn't really want to associate himself with Xylophone. That is why they brought Shatawale in. Shatawale was brought in to complement Stoneboy's efforts. Okay. Stoneboy was the first signing.
So wait on. So based on the information that you have, it appeared that Stoneboy had a few concerns about the way the business
was being run.
The guy was running his stuff.
Yes.
And so he decided to walk away. And in that...
Not really walk away, stand aloof.
Okay.
Yes, he had benefited from them, but he wasn't associating his brand too much to them. So they had to get somebody who had Xylophone at heart. Okay. And they chose Shatawale. That's how Shatawale came into the picture. Okay. Because they felt Stoneboy was not doing enough to promote Xylophone as a brand artist. Okay. If you notice, Shatawale is not on the Menzgold billboard, but Stoneboy is on the Menzgold billboard.
Right.
So, Claire, I just want you to understand why they brought Shatta Wale in. Okay. So, some of us had concerns. We suspected something was amiss, but, you know, who were we to say anything?
You suspected something was amiss.
Yes.
Well, let's see if one of the signees, one of the key signees, Shatta Wale, suspected anything was amiss. Well, back then he spoke to Becky about Menzgold. Take a listen.
I've left xylophone, you know. I'm not sure Nana Pia will even like this. You shoot the person who said that.
Yeah.
Big money, big time. Because he loves me so much, you know. He just wants to see me go on a level. And he's a man that, you know, we all should support, you know. I don't think Ghana is full of, you know, pull him down. And people should stop, you know. I just want to advise, you know, Ghanaians that when we come together, that's where we can build this country better, you know. Because he's somebody has come to help the community by putting up investment plans, you know, for people who have money and they don't know what to use their money for, like Menzgold, you know, and, you know, the whole system would want to fight him, and, you know, we, the Ghanaians, are not supporting it because we don't even trust. And Ghanaians, we are like that, you know, when somebody says Becky is bad, everybody sees you like you're bad, you know, and we have to take that mentality out and research ourselves, you know, because that's the mistake people are going to make when Judgment Day comes, how they believe. I don't believe Judgment Day will come and heaven will open. I don't believe it. God is going to come and show people his signs. I am one of God's signs, but people don't know. You understand?
Keep saying that though.
Yes, because I don't expect a pastor to come and tell me or a juju man to come and tell me. You get what I'm saying?
Well, so NAM1, he believes, came in to help people who don't know what to do with their money, basically to invest them, to help them to invest. Prince, we're back to the conversation. So that is Shatta Wale back then, and I don't know if he has said anything since this issue developed this way, has he?
No, he hasn't made any statement, and we are calling on him to do so, because when the BOG and the Securities Exchange Commission came down on him, Shatta Wale was one of the few people saying that he should leave NAM1 alone to do his business. So right now that charges of defrauding have been preferred against him, I'm surprised that Shatta is quiet. We even hear Becca has deleted all photos of herself and NAM1 and xylophone.
You hear or
no,
you
in
see?
fact, we've cross-checked.
On her
Instagram page, we've cross-checked, actually.
Maybe we can raise
yes.
Becca's Instagram page on the TV.
She's deleted every picture of NAM1. Clearly, she doesn't want to be associated with any scam.
I see. So let's continue with the conversation that we're having about why any businessman like NAM1 would want to focus on the industry.
Well, I believe that NAM1 chose the entertainment industry simply because he wanted to get popular. He wanted people to get to know about him and his wealth. Okay. He displayed the money without thinking. You know, he even signed on movie actors who were not active. The movie industry is dead, clearly. But
isn't that what he came in to do, from what Shatta Wale is saying, that, look, if the industry is dying, here is a guy who is willing to invest. And we've seen him in a lot of pictures with Catherine Akweku, who is a tourism and creative arts minister.
You see, if you want to help the industry, you start by helping the structures to stand. That is where we can confidently say you are interested. But if you come just spending money without making sure that the structures that will make you recoup your money are in place, then it gives us a lot of room to speculate on
you're spending,
your actual.
But what is the
what are you intending to get
back?
Yes, and some people believe that he did this just to gain public attention, which he did. Nana Appiah was all over the news. All the entertainment pundits were talking about him. All Shatta's fans were talking about him. Stonebwoy's fans were talking about him, about the cars he bought for them, the amounts of money he signed them on with, his private jet, and his Rolls Royce, golden Rolls Royce. He was everywhere. So people felt confident in sending monies to Menzgold, because around that time, they were asking members and fans to go and save at Menzgold.
Okay.
At the time he was doing all the show.
You're basically saying that he used these people to give himself and his business some kind of credibility.
Leverage, which he did. He succeeded in doing, because people felt comfortable. This man has a private jet. This man is spending money lavishly. This man has bought V8 for all his managers. You know, this man doesn't need my money. This man has a room store of gold. So many, stories came about Nana Appiah. So people started sending their monies there without thinking, oh, the man is super rich. He doesn't need your money. It gave the investors confidence to bring more money to Menzgold. So Menzgold actually grew tremendously, or tripled the amount, I mean, the number of people they had
because
after he set up Xylophone.
Chinese.
Yes.
Okay.
So we believe that there's a strong link between Xylophone and Menzgold. It was set up for a purpose.
Okay.
Now, Willie Roy on Saturday on Empire FM, I interviewed him, told me that all Xylophone finances were being sponsored by Menzgold.
All Xylophone
finances,
like
salaries, everything concerning Xylophone was sponsored by Menzgold. So now that Menzgold is distressed, Xylophone immediately came down. All activity came to a halt.
But
even
what
cleaners
I've also
don't
heard,
come cleaning.
Prince, let me take you back to this conversation a little bit, because we were here and we heard a lot of entertainment pundits and people who were well vexed with entertainment issues say that this is what the industry needs. This is what the industry needs. This kind of investment is what the industry, the Ghanaian showbiz industry needs to grow. Did anybody raise any concerns about what, I mean, the concerns that you're raising now? That, okay, so we see a businessman pumping money into it, but what's the motive? What is he expecting to get back?
Yes, we did. We did on Hits FM. I even remember Marco Kwekumanti said it boldly that he doesn't know the business model Nana Appiah is using, but he believes that is not workable. And people tagged Hits FM as a hater of Xylophone. So around, if you listen around, people feel Hits FM is contending with Xylophone because they are all into the showbiz space. So Hits FM does not like Xylophone. That issue came up, you know, because we were talking about the fact that what he was doing was quite unheard of. But, you know, he managed to buy the loudmouth pundits. All of them are there. Halifax is there. Another Samabedu is there. Bulldog is there. Sammy Flex is there. I mean, everybody wanted to be with NAM1 because he was giving out V8s. And look, for crying out loud, some people hadn't driven a brand new car before. This man was giving you dollars. He didn't even give you CDs. After a visit, he will give you dollars. So it's like everybody wanted to be in his good books. So even people put aside the reality and started thinking about fictional. So
it blinded
everybody. Money does that. Money does that a lot. It blinds people. So it's like everybody was like, oh, child, this man is super rich. People are pulling him down. Let the man do the thing. This is what the entertainment industry needs. But the work itself to get the entertainment industry standing is about policies.
Was not the money that
it wasn't the money. It was about policies, letting the industry stand so that any money put in can be recouped. That is why the movie industry died. All the producers' money that was going in, they were not getting returns.
It was just going in,
yes,
and nothing was coming out. Okay.
And all the record labels that were there back in the day, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, in the era of La Cibre, Jamla, TikTok, etc., they've all also folded up because they're not making any money. So it's like surprising to find somebody with such large sums of money just spending money without thinking. You know, so some of us had our reservations.
What would you say has been the impact of this investment? I mean, it's been what? He did this, what, in March 2018. So let's say getting close to a year. What would you say the sort of investment that NAM1 brought to bear on the Ghanaian showbiz industry has made? Has it made any impact?
If you ask me, no.
Why?
Only few people who were associated with him benefited, but the entertainment industry in general did not benefit.
No, I mean, he sponsored several shows. He sponsored, I mean, for those on his label, for the signees, he sponsored their music videos. I mean, we've seen some kind of quality video, music videos. So you wouldn't call it that? Well,
we would say he spent some money. As to whether...
But that's not fair.
Yes. No, you see, the fact is that even the artists that he signed on, Kumi Guitar was bigger when Mark Okwekumanti was handling him.
Oh, that is, are you saying that because he worked with Mark?
No, that is not why. Musically.
How do you measure his size before?
Musically, you know, he was a household name. And with the kind of money that was pumped into Kumi Guitar's projects, it did not reflect because his song is still not a hit. Regardless of all the monies.
Oh, but we just played one of the songs.
Yes.
That's a hit, isn't it?
No, it's not a hit. Oh, it's not a hit.
It's not a hit?
No, it's not a hit. If we are talking about hits, we are talking about the Kwame Eugenes and Kiddies. They are a hit too. Kumi Guitar dance have been one way they push them. Like people feel that, oh, Charlie is NAM1's friend and people are just being nice to him. Obibini. When was the last time you heard of Obibini? One of the guys signed up there. Stonebwoy was already doing well. Shatawale was already doing well. So those two are exceptions to the rule. Joyce Blessing also was doing well. So the ones that weren't doing too well didn't become better. So for me...
Despite the money and
despite all the money they invested.
Okay.
So it was like either they weren't concentrating on the real aspect of the job, or that was not their concern.
So for you,
they just wanted to put up a show to let people know that, hey, I'm there. If he's going to London, or I'm going to open a new office in London, he takes all of them there, puts up a showing, goes to BET with Stonebwoy, stands beside Stonebwoy. So it's like we believe that he was just leveraging on the fame of the musicians
to gain credibility. So as far as you're concerned, the investment that he put in made no impact.
No impact at all.
At all?
At all. Only few people benefited. Those who were directly involved with him benefited. Apart from that,
so does it mean that now that
he hasn't done anything for the nation? He did it for individuals. So if you want to help the industry, you start by tackling issues that would affect the masses rather than individuals.
What about, I mean, now that obviously the investment is cut off,
yes,
has been cut off, does it mean that because you say from your perspective that there was no impact at all, that the industry has nothing to lose based on this new development, the latest development?
Yeah, we don't have anything to lose. I don't think so.
You think so?
No, not at all.
You didn't even see potential?
I remember that they had this Xylophone Arts Fund. Mm-hmm. They were giving monies to movie producers to produce movies. For me, that was a positive step.
Okay.
But unfortunately, we haven't seen the effects of that yet, because it started picking up when this issue cropped up. Okay. So immediately everything just went down. But I know they've given some monies out. I know they've produced two movies. I think Ramadan and Adabraka. I think movies. Yeah, I think two movies, like I Love Ramadan or something, and one on Adabraka or something. I know they've produced two movies that they haven't effectively even sold out. Okay. Because where are the theaters? They signed on certain contracts with certain people out there, but nothing really took off. And when this thing came in, so for me, nothing has happened.
So
nothing at all.
No impact for you. No impact made. No impact to be lost.
Generally, the impact was felt by few individuals. Period. The people who were signed on, the people who he worked for, they felt the impact.
We've seen that Stonebwoy, like you said, tried to separate himself somehow along the line. So would you say that for someone like him, he succeeded in not getting branded with a xylophone, and so he's cut off from the effect of this development?
I would say he would suffer a bit, because to be very honest, if what Willie Roy said on Saturday on Asempa FM was true, Willie Roy suggested that the Stonebwoy collaborations with Sean Paul, etc., were facilitated by Xylophone. They paid the expenses for that, something that Stonebwoy has refuted.
Okay.
So it's difficult to, reconcile the two accounts from Stonebwoy and Willie Roy.
Okay.
Everybody is talking about contracts. They don't want to talk about details of their contracts, and everybody was keeping information close to the chest. So we cannot tell. But Stonebwoy has said everything that he's done on the episodes of Mama album was through his own effort. Xylophone is also saying that we gave you money to do it.
Who are you more inclined? You understand this terrain better. Who are you more inclined to believe?
On that score, I would want to believe Xylophone. Do you know why? Xylophone. Because before Stonebwoy was signed onto Xylophone Music, he hadn't done any of these international
collaborations. Okay.
So I'm inclined to believe that, okay, maybe Stonebwoy added on to his personality. If that is true, I'm saying this advisedly, if that is true, Stonebwoy added on to his personality. Shatta Wale, I don't know what, apart from the Gringo video that he came up with.
The Gringo video, was that sponsored by Xylophone?
Yes, totally, purely sponsored by Xylophone.
From top to bottom?
From top to bottom, with Menzgold money. I didn't say it, Willie Roy said so.
Willie Roy said so, because he needs to
Yes, Willie Roy said so. I have the tape there. I have the tape there. Willie Roy said so. He said Xylophone lived off Menzgold.
Okay.
So right now that Menzgold was in trouble, Xylophone was crippled. So they weren't even receiving salaries any longer. Some managers were receiving allowance. People were asked to proceed on leave. The cars were being retrieved, and it's like activity had grounded to a halt.
Interesting. So we're still having this conversation. Prince Chega is my guest. He is head of production at Hits FM, our sister station. We're having this conversation about the focus, one of the focuses of Nana Appiah-Mensah's investment, the entertainment industry. And we're asking, Why would anybody choose that area? And we're asking why to some of the investment decisions that he made. We're also asking what sort of impacts did that investment he made bring to the showbiz industry, and what impacts, what potential impacts will be cut off based on the latest development. We've asked you to join us in the conversation with your comment on Facebook, and so I'm going to go on Facebook, and Prince is still here with me. Prince, we'll have a bit more of this, but check out the conversation, what people are saying on Facebook. So the question is, do you have an idea where NAM1 could be? Let us know. So the thing is, we're getting a lot of messages. People will say, someone will send you a message and say, I heard that NAM1 is here. Yesterday, I got a message from a friend who said he's seen NAM1 in London.
Somebody sent me a message this morning, says he's in Malawi.
He's in Malawi?
Yeah.
Malawi of all places. Okay.
Some people say he's heading towards the Arab land where you can easily get. The Interpol is even afraid to go there.
and just this afternoon, our sources are telling us that he's headed towards Mexico. We don't know for sure yet, but let's get on Facebook to see what people are saying. Emmanuel Doe says, I love this NAM1 guy. He is the only scammer who brings all the scammers together and scam them. Bossu, you do all. He deserves an award. Prince, you're laughing. This is not a laughing matter. Okay. Brown Mirror says, hashtag JoyNews. You guys are asking the questions to the wrong people. Okay, you're saying Owusu Bempah should answer this? Well, we don't know if Owusu Bempah has seen anything about that. Kwame Ayu says, I saw him at Teshi in the Volta region now. Kwame, seriously. David Rex says, I heard this. Okay. Kofi Sabina says, please ask Nanado. He hosted the Froster before. Perhaps we should check from the Flagstaff house. He may be with the chief. Okay. Well, Prince, the warrant came from the presidency, we understand. So, moving on, Esinam says, Esinam says, she laughs and says, I can't laugh. I saw him in Mamobi. Now, everybody, you guys are making a joke out of this, and I don't know why. Ajiman Bena says, Nyantechi's pockets. Oh, dear. They are taking over. Ayubu says, I saw him. Oh, come on, guys. I don't know. Prince, I don't know why you think people will make this something to just mock at.
You know, that is what is confusing loads of people right about now. Look, half of Ghana is happy.
Because
I don't know why. On radio, the kind of reactions you get.
The customers are happy.
No, not customers. The general public
really
is happy that, I mean, things have come to light. Because some people cautioned people who were investing with Menzgold that this was not sustainable. I mean, the kind of returns that Menzgold will give you was unprecedented throughout the whole world. This was not sustainable, so people should stop. But people came in lambasting the media, saying that pull him down syndrome, we don't want people to succeed,
exactly. And there's a comment, let me read that to you, from Opon Abdurazak, who says, NAM1 is never a criminal, please. Is a Ghanaian economy making him look criminal? Doing business in Ghana/Africa is a headache. He says sometimes we face challenges in the business field because of bad economic situation.
Yeah.
So the guy is probably doing business, but you know he ended up putting his money in, the industry, the entertainment industry, to give him some credibility. Perhaps that's what has put him down. You don't know.
Yes, that's what people think. But it helped him also a lot because it gave him a lot of mileage that he would not either to have gotten if he hadn't ventured close to the likes of Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy and all these scientists, because everybody was saying good things about NAM1 to the point that if you raise any suspicious question, you were either sidelined or you become a target, you know, and it was just not cool, you know. So generally, people are excited about what has happened. I don't know why, but people seem to be excited. Some people too are happy that at long last, the government is taking steps to retrieve people's monies by making sure that they smoke NAM1 out of his hiding place.
So in the showbiz industry, what kind of conversation is going on about this?
What is going to happen to Xylophone? People feel Xylophone is already out. People are asking the radio station, they are not being paid, salaries are not being paid. People feel that well, if it comes to taking of assets, the radio and the TV station will be the first point of call. We have information too that he has actually parked his car somewhere in Kaswa. I played a tape on Hits FM this afternoon, a tape sent to me by an anonymous person of a recording of somebody who was giving information on Nana Appiah, very credible information. I think I should even send this to the BNI.
If it's anonymous, how do you know it's credible?
The reason being, some of the things said in the tape were mysteries to us a few months ago. Somebody was ratting on Nana Appiah that he's a scammer. He used to be in Kaswa doing business. He started the Men's Bank. He defrauded people. He was caught. And according to him, he was the one who hinted some friends at the Bank of Ghana. And they started giving out messages that NAM1 was doing something illegal because he told them the modus operandi of Menzgold and that they were not a bank, but they were paying dividends. He said he was a whistleblower. Apparently, it looks like he was recorded by someone who was an investor. The audio is there. You can listen to it. Mm-hmm. And he claimed responsibility for so many things that we didn't know who was doing it. So it gave us, an idea that, so it was this guy. Oh, so it's this guy who was coming up with all this information.
So you think it's credible because... Okay, and you think it's credible because some of the things he said you can verify, or some of the things have been verified.
Already.
Some of the things that are said in the video.
You can easily connect. And it happened months ago. About 6 months ago.
But it's still anonymous.
Yes, but he claimed responsibility for it.
I just want us to clear it out. That it is not like you're saying this is credible because you have done your own
no,
independent
it was deductions
checks.
Made from earlier stories.
Not that you've done independent checks to show that it's credible. So what's the future? What does the future hold for these people who signed on to this label?
I think everybody is planning on going his or her separate way. Joyce Blessing recently came out with a communique that all managers of Menzgold, including music managers, have been asked to proceed on leave. And that clearly shows that, she's no longer with the label. Something that the label has come out to say is not true because officially they haven't let her off. But Charlie, if you go there, nobody's even working. That's what she says.
Okay, so that's Joyce Blessing.
That's Joyce Blessing. Everybody is quiet. Somebody like Becca started deleting photos. Everybody is just gone back. He is not communicating with anybody within the xylophone. Nobody knows what is going on. It's just like Kwesi Chum boycotting us and leaving. I'm just using that for an example. We would not know what we are doing. We don't know what you say go home and it's like...
And you don't know whether you should stay or go. So that's what's happening
Even
at xylophone.
cleaners don't come. Cleaners. It is the Xylophone Arts Club, the likes of Ife Keys, those people that were signed on. New artists they were grooming, they come and sweep and tidy the place. According to Willie Roy, all this was said by Willie Roy on Asempa FM during the weekend. So it's not like I am fabricating these stories.
So you've spoken about Joyce Blessing and what she did. Following
Somewhere has also put it out that, my contract with Xylophone is going to end very soon. And
so the contract has officially not ended?
Yes, but there's no action.
Okay, and
Shatawale is quiet about the whole scenario. Obibini is quiet, Kumikita is quiet. But clearly, Kumikita was managed by one of our friends, Ashes, Nanapoku Ashes. He's also not at post now. He doesn't know what is going on. So,
and Bibi Bright hasn't spoken?
Oh, Bibi Bright, I don't know why she was even signed on. The reason being that she hasn't done anything. She hasn't done anything. She's not, I don't know, she hasn't done anything for them. So I wonder why she was signed on in the first place. The likes of James Gardner. He hasn't also done anything. But he has a Fortuner. Bibi Bright has a brand new Fortuner that they are using, and very expensive cars.
And Too Sweet hasn't done anything either.
Nothing.
Okay.
Are you getting the picture?
I get the picture. And I hope that my viewers also get the picture, because that's the most important thing. If you don't get the picture, my work has not been done. So I hope you get the picture. Please let us know on social media. Let me take your final comment, Prince.
I believe that moving on, artists should be very careful about endorsements, especially with unknown
and we didn't
brands.
mention the other artists who are not signees but who endorse Menzgold.
Yes,
Jackie Appiah is on that bill. Ochiame Kwame is there. Jocelyn Dumas is there as well.
Yeah, because right now people are seeing them as an accessory to fraud. In a way, even though they did it, I would say without really.
You wouldn't know.
They weren't conscious of it.
You wouldn't know. If someone approaches you and says, "Look, Gifty, I want you to endorse my products for me. I'll pay you so and so amounts." You take the money, you do the endorsement.
Yes, but you see, if you have a brand to protect, you need to do due diligence. Try and contact people to find out who is this guy, what is his track record, what has he done, where is he coming from.
Yeah.
So in case of any scandal, at least you're absolved. But I think with this lesson, guys are going to be more conscious and don't think only about the money. Think about your reputation as well. Because right now, on social media, people teasing, Shatawale will collect your car, somewhere bring your car, people bring your houses. All our properties belonging to Menzgold because it was bought with Menzgold cash. So right now, it's like even your wealth that you enjoy, people say, look, some Nana Pia's
even
money.
if you worked hard to get that money, everybody is thinking that Nana Pia bought it.
And George Quay, I must commend George Quay. George Quay did something very exceptional by resigning whilst he had his V8 with a whole load of cash every month. But he also looked at the...
But the V8, well, does it belong to him?
So far, all of them still have their cars. Where's Nana Pia to even collect the car? He's not even around to collect the car.
So you are commending George Quay that he resigned?
He did something honorable. He saw what everybody saw and refused to move. People saw that this thing was not too clear, but because of the goodies and the freebies they were enjoying, they couldn't let go. But George Quay was able to put everything down and walked away. For me, he did something really very remarkable and must be commended. If people live by principles rather than by wants in this world, I think we'll go a long way. So I think George Quay must be commended for this.
I forgot to ask about Bulldog.
Bulldog right now is in Germany somewhere. He's outside Ghana having a good time with his wife and kids.
Oh, that's the latest on Bulldog?
Yes.
He hasn't spoken about it.
He also hasn't spoken. Okay. You know, he was the one who made that famous statement, NAM1 is the Jesus Christ of our time. That statement, famous statement, can be attributed to Bulldog. I think it must even be documented. Jesus Christ of our time, NAM1.
Prince Chega, there. It's always interesting to have a conversation with you, and it has to cut the conversation, but we have to because the time doesn't belong to us.
Yes.
At least we don't have enough money to buy the time. Prince Chega is head of production at Hits FM. Hits FM is our sister station. We've been talking a lot about xylophone media, about Menzgold, and about the investment that Nana Pia Mensah made. Well, if you've not followed the conversation, I'm sure by now you know that there's an arrest warrant that has been issued, and NAM1 or Nana Pia Mensah is being sought after in several countries by Interpol. And we looked at where he invested a lot of the money and the impacts with or without that kind of investment. It's been a very interesting conversation. If you didn't catch it all, watch us again on YouTube. But this is where I have to draw the curtain because we have to do Let's Talk Showbiz. But you can log on to myjoyonline.com for more news and information. If you do want to see, follow any of our programs, by all means, go all the way down to the bottom of that page and you get to see the YouTube link right there. You see everything that's been happening for many days gone by. I leave you with Sammy Guitar's Betweener. Say a man pay. Oh, Kumi Guitar. Okay. Okay. Wait. So that's Kumi Guitar.
Maminya Betweener. O fele gano na sa wuntu minka maminya Betweener. Maminya Betweener. Iya odomu dampe. Odomu tichenti. Odomu yaoyenti maminya Betweener. Odomu Betweener. Can't slip an hour. Yeah, baby, what you know.